This could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.
What's up, guys? So today we are talking about the few tips that you need to know when flying. So without wasting any time, guys, if you're new in the channel, you know what to do, man. Click that subscribe button, click the like button, also have the notifications on, and make sure that you watch some of the old videos, because this is like a backup of all the tips I have for you. So without wasting any time, let's get into it. So first thing, let's hope that you packed everything up. I'm gonna make a different video for packing and stuff like that. So, but today we're more focusing on your flying, your journey, the exciting moment. So my number one tip of them all today, because I have a list, make sure that you check in online. Like, check in online. You have 48 hours, I think, on every airliner to check in online. So please make sure that you check in online, and your life is going to be easier. You know that what happens is, if you don't check in online, maybe you arrive a bit late, try to check in the help desk and stuff like that, everything goes well, but the flights get to change. So they count every check-in as a number. They don't count it as like Mr. ZuluMachine or something like that. So they count you as a number. So the earlier you check in, the more you actually in your hierarchy. So if your number is 80, you're the first guys to be accommodated if something goes wrong, like the flight change. Maybe they take a smaller plane. You're going to be the first few that go in. So make sure you check in early and online. Make your life easier and stuff. You're not going to wait in queues and so on. You're just going to drop off your bag and go to the security point. That's the only thing, yeah. But you're done and dusted to check in. Okay, my second tip for you today is transportation. Basically, you need to know your transportation. You know what? It's nice to ask friends to drop you at the airport, ask family or anyone. Maybe family will be willing to drop you at the airport because you are family and stuff. But since you're like me, just make your life easy. Take an Uber to the airport, take a train, take a bus if there's a bus service around. Makes everyone's lives easier, because when somebody's dropping you at the airport, they still have to pay for the airport ticket, and it's quite pricey. Also, the airport is confusing. Like, if they're going to work and you travel on the same day, like, you're just messing up their day, like you're messing up their schedule. So remember, just Uber to the airport, make your life easier. If you don't have Uber in your country, try to get, if there's a train service or a bus service, there should be something in the world for you. So use that. Otherwise, you can just force your family to drop you off. But yeah, it makes your life easier if you Uber to the airport. That's about it. Okay, my third tip. I don't know if it's the most important or part of the important, but please arrive early. Like 2 hours plus for international flights. If we're doing like your local flights, maybe 2 hours. But if you're doing international flights, I usually arrive 4 hours early, so that I'll do other things at the airport that are going to make me enjoy the journey itself. Remember, flying is a journey. You have to enjoy the entire journey. So arrive early to avoid disappointments of not being allowed to actually check in, because sometimes I also did this. It happened to me. So at that time, I arrived, I think it was 30 minutes before boarding time, and I didn't check in early online, the previous tip we were talking about. So I didn't check in online, so I wanted to check in at the counter desk. And I found out that I wasn't allowed to check in an hour before boarding. So basically, I lost the entire ticket. Like, literally, my money went to drain. So to avoid all of those scenarios, please arrive early. Your life is going to be simple and easy when you arrive early. Okay? Hope you understand. Yeah. Okay, guys, my fourth tip for today is to know your flight. Basically, when I mean know your flight, like know the number of the flight. Like, for example, I think this was with my bag identity, but they have the flight number here. So if you read there, it says CX785. Basically, that's your flight number or your flight itself. And if you look at the big boards when you're at the airport, that's where they actually put the number. They put it, they say CX785. That's where you see your flight number, then the gate's changing. So if you know how to read that, just know that that's your flight number. So that number, you're going to check it against the big screen at the airport. Then you'll know if your gate has changed or not changed. But just know that's how you know your flight. That's how you're going to check it. Even before entering security and after security, that's how it looks like. That's how it's going to be. Yeah. Let's start. Okay, guys, for our fifth tip, or number 5 tip, basically you have to be ready for security checkpoint. So I mean, like, when you get there, make sure that your laptop is already out. You don't waste people's time there. The people who've been waiting for countless of hours, we don't know what time they get in, and so just get there. Be prepared that your laptop is on the side, your clothing is on the side. Just be ready. Just prepare yourself to be ready. You know that laptop must you must take out your laptop out of your carry-on bag and put electronics on the side and other clothing on the side that have metals on them, so that you won't have any issues. Then you can go to the security check. The guy's gonna scan you, or do the thing where you spread your legs and they scan you the machine, or they use the zzz, or the gate one. I don't know which one, but whatever they use. To make things easy, just be ready. Don't have pens, keys on you. Don't have cell phone on you. Make sure you drop that on that box where they have your belongings in. And also don't forget that after you dropped it and you're out of the security check and you have passed, nothing's wrong with you, you pick up everything that you dropped off, because some other people would forget cell phones, maybe even passports, the most important thing that you don't want to lose. So don't forget that after the security check. Okay guys, the next tip I'm about to start is clothing. Basically clothing, and like I said, it's gonna relate to most of the things that I was talking about previously, especially at the security check-in or security area. Basically, you need to have like comfortable clothes when you're traveling, and do not, when I say comfortable, I mean like something. You know what I do? Let me make an example about me. So I take track pants. Track pants is very soft and it doesn't have metal on it by default, or not like a jean with the middle button that's usually like iron or something. So I take my track pants, my easy t-shirts that are easy to like warm me up, and I have a big jacket to put my belongings on the left and the right hand side, so that if I have my cell phones, they want to stay there. And when I get to the security area, I take off the jacket, I put it on its own place, and after that, there's nothing on my pockets. Everything is already on their pocket, so I'm comfortable, I'm free. Then when I'm on the flight, basically, the flight is cold. It does become colder because it's aircons that are turned on, and also it's colder higher you go, So those warm clothing actually help you to warm up, and you're gonna fly a bit better. You won't be sick or anything. You won't catch any flu. You won't be uncomfortable. You're gonna be just warm. So remember to be comfortable, and also don't forget your headrest. These things are important for a good reason. So if you have one, don't forget it, man, because I won't lie to you, some other flight seats won't be as comfortable as the other ones, but if you have your headrest, at least you'll be resting perfectly. Your neck you won't hurt your neck, basically. So don't forget them. Yeah, that's about it when it comes to clothing. Yeah. Okay. Now my next tip is very different. It's not like a special thing. But number 7 is to be polite. Be polite, be kind, be happy every time, smile. The people who are working at the airport, they've been working a couple of hours, like I said. Their families also. They don't want anyone to stress them up also. Even if maybe your plane is cancelled, got problem, just be polite. Even the flight attendants, of the actual aircraft, make sure that you polite to them, you greet everyone with the same attitude, you are happy. By doing that, you might get a better service than any other person who was going to complain to them. especially when there's delays. Like when there's delays, you know what the trick is? When you're waiting at the boarding gate and there's delays and people are complaining, they keep asking the flight attendant, they're also not sure what's happening. And also, if the flight is not there, if the plane is not there, they're not getting paid for those hours while they're waiting. Their payment starts when they get in on an airplane. So they're also waiting to start work, you know. So do not piss them off and try to make sure that you're just positive and happy towards them, because that will help you in the ongoing future. Like you get a better service, you never know. You might fly with the same airliner for a couple of years, then they might start knowing you, and the better they know you, the service gets better. Just be polite, and everyone, wherever you're flying, just be polite. Just leave it like that. Okay, my 8 point. This is like my personal one. I don't know if everyone is gonna like it or not, but guys, go to the duty free and actually start buying stuff. Like immediately after security check, like let's just say you arrived at the airport, you did your security stuff early, it's perfect. Just go to the duty free and start buying things that you want to buy. Basically, I would buy maybe 1 bottle of whiskey or 1 bottle of vodka and then buy other things because it's duty free. There's no tax. Duty free. You know? Just make sure when you buy something, you know what the consequences of it, because like liquor, I can only buy it and go with it one way. I'll never come back with it. So yeah, for those who are going to like Thailand, Bali and other places where they're gonna party and they want to come with their own alcohol, they can do that. Buy it at the duty free. It's very simple and easy. There's no stress. They give you a bag. Now, no one's gonna stop you. No security check-in is gonna stop you when you have that bag with you. So you're gonna be peaceful. So buy duty free. That's just my personal one. Okay, now I'm on tip number 9. So number 9, basically, I don't know. This is the perks of arriving early when you're at the airport, when you have a time. I would say get a lounge access. Basically, make sure you have a lounge access. I'm sure every country or every bank in your country does have some sort of credit card, you know, access to lounges, or some of them you have to pay. But me, I don't mind. I can pay to access a lounge because you get free food, free drinks, you know, everything I hear is just free. So when you have lounge access, you can sit in a comfortable chair or sofa or whatever. And some of them, they have showers and proper food, like proper buffets, breakfast, dinner, depending what time of the day it is. The food is gonna be nice and you're gonna be comfortable instead of going to sit on the bench there and wait for your boarding time, because those benches are not comfortable. So try to get a lounge access, then leave 30 minutes early before your boarding time, because at the lounge is so comfortable that you sort of miss your time. So try to get some lounge access. Experience it even once in your life. Yeah, just say it even once in your life. Experience it. Yeah. Okay, guys. So my next tip is related to, if you followed my tip 9 and went to the lounge, you're gonna be relaxing at the lounge. You're gonna be having a lot of fun. You know, they're gonna be massaging you. If you got a massage one, you never know. Maybe you're taking a shower, maybe you're taking a nap. Just remember, guys, please set an alarm for your boarding time. Set it to 30 minutes before your boarding time so that you'll have enough time to actually get out of the lounge and actually go to your actual gate, because some other lounges are a bit further from the gate than the other ones. So take 30 minutes off your time to have a time to get your boarding area. So set the alarm. Don't forget that. That's the most important one. Set the alarm of your boarding time. Okay, guys, my 11th tip today is just that this is a simple one. Just have a water bottle with you so that you can refill it. You know, like this one, but maybe a bit less than this big. And remember also, if you're gonna bring a water bottle, please don't have water inside, because you know when you get to a security checkpoint, they actually treat like you have an AK. Like, you ever seen a person with a gun? That's how you feel like. You feel like you have a gun if you have a liquid, like more than 500 milliliters. you're just asking for trouble. So make sure your water bottle is empty when you're carrying it in, so that you can have a bit of freedom. And if somebody asks you, just explain it's just a water bottle. You're gonna fill it up when you get inside. And when you get inside at the airport, you're gonna fill it up at anywhere. Like there's a lot of stores, man, cafes, at the lounge. I'm sure at the lounge where I actually said you must go, you're gonna fill it up there, because that's where you're gonna leave and go straight to the airplane. Because getting water from the airplane every time comes in like small cups, and I don't think it's enough if you're thirsty. And also, it's advisable that you keep drinking water when flying. So have your water bottle with you, and your chain is gonna be a bit further and nicer, I guess. Yeah. Okay, my 12th tip. It's important. It's just that something that you have to have inside you. Always be alert. When I say alert, like be alert. You never know. Your gate changes. Your boarding time might be earlier. So your plane number. You know it by head by the time that you're sitting there at the lounge area. So be alert. Look at the big screen. Make sure that your airplane is not actually flying earlier than it's supposed to. It's not boarding earlier than it's supposed to. It's not changing gates. Because if you change gates and you don't know that gate, it means that you must get out of there and go and find where the gate is. But be alert. Like, be alert. Don't leave your bag without being attended. Because if you leave your bag, they will think it's a bomb. They will take it and destroy it. So don't leave any belongings without you. That's what I'm saying. If you're going to a toilet, take your bags inside that toilet. Sit with your bags at the toilet, because they do tell you that do not leave your luggage unattended. It's an airport. You know this thing, man. You've seen it only in movies, Yeah. So be alert. Okay, guys. This tip is a bit give and take. So when you're traveling, you're gonna have to have a carry bag. Like, you have a checking bag where you check in everything that you want to use when you get to where you're going to your destination. But your carry bag is like the things that you care about, that you don't want to lose. Obviously, your laptop's gonna be there with your laptop bag. But your carry bag, you can put things that are easier to carry. But make sure it's not a huge carry bag, because some airliners do actually calculate it, and you get in trouble if it gets to the minimum number that they have. So make sure that your airline that you're using is comfortable. Some of them do not actually count. So carry on bag, check the sizes. Make sure you maybe have one pair of clothes to change, just in case if your bag disappears, anything like that. So just have something to change with, like, But usually me, I don't worry about it, because I'm always prepared to say, if I lose something, that means I'm going to have to buy shorts where I'm going, or clothing wherever I'm going. But just have something there. Like, okay, the most important things that you have in the carry bag, it's your cell phones, your power bank. So this power bank, you're going to have to put it there. Even though your cell phone is fully charged, it's going to be at your pocket most of the time. But make sure that in your carry bag, everything is there. Your passport. That's a fail. All your belongings should be with the carry bag. Just make sure that your passport must be on you. Passport must be on you at all times. Like, don't lose it. Don't be like me now. Don't do that. Don't drop it away. Make sure your passport is on you, because if it's on your pockets, you're not gonna forget it. So that's my trick of remembering how to carry my passport bag. Yeah. So pack your carry-on bag very carefully. And guys, please read the rules if you don't understand them. Like how much liquid you need to bring in, and which container you have to put liquid in, like for your perfumes. And I don't know what ladies they put in, but make sure you read it carefully, because there's more rules. You can Google it very easily, but there are rules, and they're very serious about that. So don't worry about that. And let's continue now. Yeah. Okay, guys, we are at number 14. This is like my last tip, even though there are bonuses I'm not giving now. So basically, when you arrive at your destination, immediately when the seatbelt sign goes boom off, everyone jumps out of the aisle and like starts pulling their bags from the cabinets up there upstairs. Guys, there's no need to do that. Like literally, like everyone's gonna do that and they're gonna stand there for like 30 minutes. And you're gonna be looking at them like, what's going on? If it's the first time, you're gonna be surprised. You're gonna think that maybe it's time to run. Guys, do not rush. Just relax. Let everyone who's in a hurry, maybe they're about to get on another connecting flight, and maybe it's in 30 minutes or something. They're in a rush to do their security checks and chase that flight or go to a different boarding gate. Let them do that thing when you relax, because you know you have arrived. They're not going to leave you in the plane. Then after they're done rushing up, so when they start moving out, and then now you can start picking up your things and actually going. And by not rushing, I mean like make sure your belongings are on you, like your cell phone, your power banks, you know, they're going to be there. So make sure you pick up all of those things and they live with you in a relaxed manner, you know. And yeah, just relax, pick up everything that you need. Yeah. So for some bonuses, these are not tips, these are just normal things. When you go into an air flight, they give you headsets and all of those things. May I also suggest to you is this: bring your own headsets. And I'm not talking about your Bluetooth headsets where there's nothing on them. I'm talking about the headsets where there's a wire. So if you have a wire that's connected to something like this one, they can actually help you if you go to a different flight where there's like 2-pin one, and they can give you a converter. But make sure you have your wired headsets with you, your most comfortable ones. I'm not saying in your most comfortable ones, because you're going to be staying there for a long time. Like my flight from living here to Hong Kong is like 13 hours. So I need this type of headsets. And also these ones, you know, you have to be comfortable. You have to feel comfortable as much as you can, so that you can relax and have less jet lag. Yeah. But for anyone who's flying for the first time, guys, my last and only thing to tell you is that you must enjoy yourself, guys. Enjoy yourself. The journey is nice. Flying is nice, guys. You know that adrenaline when the plane takes off. Enjoy that. And when it lands, you should enjoy it. I may be sad that some other people can't handle it, but yeah, enjoy that, guys. And thank you for watching. Don't forget, guys, to subscribe and like this video and give me comments and advice, because I want to improve also on how I tell you these tips so that you will understand them. So don't be afraid to tell me if there's something wrong I did or anything good I did, you know. Anyway, I'll see you on the next tip. Goodbye.
Could be us. So back to what I was saying. Could be us.